Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is it really true? Is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass, guys, because over 33 years ago, I was a dumbass. But today, over 33 years later, I can honestly say now, through the grace of God, I'm a smartass. Yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm saying all that to say this. You know, there's so many people out there that have lost their lives to addiction and to even health issues. So many people today are still struggling. I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm also a recovery coach. I just want everyone out there to know that all my services to you are free. Someone is listening. Please, please reach out. If you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, BAM, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and you can go to my website, www.geripetito.com. Please subscribe to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel. And guys, if you truly, truly, truly can't afford my book, please, please reach out to me about that as well. I'm here to help you. Before I introduce my incredible guests, I just want to give a shout out to a few of my sponsors. Okay, first we have Storm and Norman Selden, guys, 732-245-4777, www.stormandnormanselden.com, booking dozens of attractions for concerts and performances on venues of all sizes. He's got a 5 to 12-piece band, guys, that's off the charts. And a lot of people don't know this, because I didn't even know this, but Larry Chance from the Earls, Storm and Norman helped get started. And I just want to say rest in peace to Larry, our good friend. We miss you and we love you. Okay, then I've got Michael D'Amore, singer, songwriter, performer, entertainer, www.michaeldamore.com. And guys, I always say this, okay, I'm a huge Elvis fan. Everybody knows it, right? Well, I always say Elvis is here and nobody can touch him, but I got to say Michael D'Amore is very close. That's how good he is. So check him out, please, okay? If you go to www.michaeldamore.com, you can buy a lot of his songs, okay? Amazing. Then we've got John Monforto, the man of many faces. I actually named him that. Singer, actor, celebrity impersonator, and tribute artist. But he was given the title from a former Philadelphia mayor as the official Philadelphia Rocky impersonator. He's off the charts. He is Rocky, okay? He does over 30, and you would not believe how incredible. Within 5 minutes, he turns into two different people. It's unbelievable. www.johnmonforto.com. And, of course, the Italian to me, my favorite's Rocky, then The Godfather, and, of course, Elvis. Come on, baby. Then we've got Michael Zanman, singer, entertainer, performer. www.mzanman.com. He will crack you up while he's performing incredibly, okay? I had the honor of emceeing at Let East last year, and I'll be doing it again this year, for Michael Zanman opening up for Michael D'Amore. Okay, so off the charts entertainment, guys. And last, but certainly not least, John Bishop, a.k.a. Johnny B., singer, songwriter, host of the Entertainment Luncheon South, a nonprofit network created for the creative. Facebook group page, Entertainment Luncheon South, partner in the Joey D. and Johnny B. Rockin' Oldies Band. Guys, I got to give a shout out to him and his wife, Linny, because they put on this luncheon once a month. It's by invitation only. They don't make a penny. Cost you $20. They bring incredible entertainers that even fly in to be here. Okay, you get food and a show. And they promote us like nobody else. So Joey D, you know how much I love you, baby. Johnny B and Joey D, you guys are off the charts. And Entertainment Luncheon South, guys. Thank you. So, now I would like to introduce my two incredible guests. All right? Everybody knows this old guy right here, Grandpa. Come on, Kevin. Kevin McGowan, everyone. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, so I've had Kevin on many times. He's a close friend, him and his wife. I've become very close to them, and they're in my town. And the reason why I love Kevin so much is because not only is he a great singer, okay, his songwriting is off the charts. And every time I hear him, like on Facebook now, you have all these lives, I just smile and I'm like, that's my boy. But something else happened here, okay? I'm going to give you the honors of telling everyone who this young man is and talk a little bit about it. You introduce him.
All right. Thank you, Jerry.
Get to the mic.
Thank you, Jerry. This, the young man sitting at the other end of the screen here, this is my grandson, Dylan Kiriakou.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Dylan approached me at the beginnings of COVID he wanted to play the guitar. He wanted to learn how to play the guitar. So we got some, we had a few in-person things going, but mostly we did it on Skype in a video session. And, you know, that's almost half a lifetime ago for him. So let's say a third of a lifetime ago. It's over 4 years, 4 years plus.
Because he's 11?
He's 11, yeah. So we had to find a way to accommodate the physical size of his hands with the guitar, and we figured it out, and how to play certain chords, and and take those chords and use them. In this music, 3 or 4 chords, you could do 3,000 songs, and that's kind of what we did. We worked through those. We worked through the dynamics of picking up a guitar, holding a guitar, how to stand in front of a microphone, how to sing and play at the same time. But he's a born natural. He didn't require much from me. Once he got going, he took off like a rocket ship, and we've had several gigs on our own that we've played together, and it's been nothing but an extremely rewarding experience for me. It's the best thing I've ever been involved in.
So before I talk to you, sweetheart, I have a question for you. What has that done to your heart?
It's just unimaginable how it's changed my perspective on everything, right? On everything in life. So the time I spend with Dylan is all just mind-boggling numbness time. It's just great time. It's the joy of joys. So to have him, call me up or something, say, hey, listen, I'm working on this song, I'm working on this, it's my band buddy, it's...
There you go.
Yeah.
Your band buddy, I love it. Hi, Dylan.
Hi.
How are you, sweetheart?
I'm amazing. How about you?
Okay, well, I can't top that, but okay. You're awesome.
Thank you.
When I saw you guys live on Facebook, I was just like, my heart was going like this, because I'm a grandmother. So I can't even imagine, right?
Yeah.
So now, you're 11 years old.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so now, when did you realize, how old do you think you were when you realized you really wanted to do this?
I mean, when I was 7 and we started, I thought of it as more of a hobby. And I just kept thinking of that, oh, this is really fun. I want to do this. And then I think it was about last year that I realized that I could make something out of this, there's a future I can make out of this. And I feel like I could turn something fun into something that I really love and something that I can make a job out of.
I love that. And you're 11 and you just answered that way? That's pretty good. All right. So is it a passion now?
Yeah, I have many short-term and long-term goals about this. I plan to go to a performing arts high school. I want to, but we're in between the one in East Brunswick and the other one for performing arts. My cousin goes there. Ashley, she's a great singer. So, yeah.
Okay, so short-term and long-term. Okay, so short-term, tell me what that means to you.
So like some short-term goals. Yeah, goals. I can't speak.
Yes, goals.
Yeah, going to that high school, just getting gigs, making friends along the way, and then some long-term. Yeah, that would probably be being a famous singer, Buying a house, getting a wife, and just making people happy and getting a record deal. Yeah.
Getting a record deal. Any kids? I didn't hear you say anything about kids.
I don't know.
You don't know yet. Okay?
I know they're a lot of work. Mom
They're a lot
knows
of
about
work,
that.
Mom says, okay? So we have Mom and Grandmom in the audience, okay? I love this conversation, all right? So the kids are a lot of work, but I think that might come in time anyway. So, all right, Dylan, so let me ask you something. I'm going to use the words growing up because you're still young, okay? But who, out of everyone that, you know, in the music industry, singers, who are some of your favorite?
My grandpa.
He's one of my favorites too. High five, baby. All right. Now, other than Grandpa, that's pretty good. Okay.
You
Who
betcha.
else?
There's Ed Sheeran.
Heck yeah.
Let's see, like all the great musicians, you know, like the Beatles,
Okay.
Paul McCartney especially, John Lennon. Let's see.
Come on.
There's
Listen,
a lot.
you're sitting here next to me. Say the right thing. Come on. Mention someone.
Elvis.
Okay, baby. I love this kid.
Yeah, but like Elvis can go down as one of the greats of all time.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, now let me ask you this. Do you have any favorite songs that resonate with you that you'll sing and say, oh, this is definitely one of my favorites?
I mean, I don't want to say it's my absolute favorite,
Right.
but it definitely like reminds me of my life, and me and my grandpa do it. It's called The Two of Us. Now we haven't played it in a bit, but it like just reminds me of like our journey along the way of music, you know.
That's so beautiful. All right, Grandpa. I'm putting you on the spot here. So listen, the two
He's
of
a
us.
tough act to follow, so.
I agree. So the two of us, can you give us a little a cappella of it, just a little bit?
What do you think, Dylan? Two of
Was
us
riding
riding nowhere, spending someone's hard-earned pay. You and me Sunday driving, not arriving on our way back home. Bum, bum, bum. We're on our way home. On our way home. We're going home.
So I just want to say something. I'm giving you a standing ovation from my seat. I just have to say something to you, young man. I know you probably don't even understand what just happened here. There are adults that I will put on the spot, and they get all nervous, and they're singing. Okay, they're singers, and they're like, "Right now, Jared, I wasn't prepared. I'm not prepared." You just went right into it. You're going to be famous.
Thank you.
You are
That's
going to be a
that's my
star.
dream.
He's going to be a star.
He wants it.
That's insane. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, so now, Grandpa. So, okay, growing up, because, this is a new audience. So, growing up, who inspired you in the music industry?
Well, there's no doubt. First and foremost, would be the Beatles.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, that changed everything. I mean, that's a day that you'll never forget. And then it was like it's like B, C, and AD. I mean, something changed forever there, and everything going forward changed after that. So I mean, I would say Paul McCartney, because I started as a bass player, and he was my hero.
Oh,
A lot
okay.
of people didn't start as bass players back in the day, but he changed it for every
Oh.
bass player that came after Paul McCartney references him. People like Sting, would reference Paul McCartney. And playing bass was not this background instrument anymore, right? It became a frontman kind of thing. So
Oh.
it changed the nature of all that. So that was my first. That got me off the seat, get into the music, and make something happen. And it took a while for that to happen. And I had some good friends in the old neighborhood who, especially Larry Ames, not that he'd ever see this, but he was somebody who liked to make things happen. And he said, listen, I'm getting a band together. I want you to be the lead singer. I said, I just don't want to be the singer. He goes, okay, I'm going to get someone to teach you how to play bass guitar. I said, okay. That was Walter Barney. He'd teach me how to play the bass guitar, and then I'm in the band, and we're going, we're just having the best time. So that was how it started for me. That was back in '68.
68, so I was
Yeah.
7. So, no,
Me too.
I'm saying that for a reason. I'm saying that for a
No.
reason. I always say I was born too late, and this is why. I was born in 61, and my favorite songs, listen, I'm an oldies, doo-wop, and Elvis girl. My favorite songs, all these songs were hits in 60, 61,
right.
62, 63. And they're still here and alive today. I mean, that music was the best, right? The music
Oh.
was, and then the Beatles. I mean, look at what happened there, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell how good the music is because you can still hear it everywhere you go, and there's millions of people listening to it still. It's good. There's nothing that's ever come to replace
Right.
it. And if something
That's
can
right.
replace it, it'll go away. And it's still here
That's right.
60, 70 years later.
That's
so,
right. I want to share something off the cuff. Has nothing to do with the old music and all that, what we're talking about, but I want to share it because I want this young man to hear what I'm going to say. So really listen, okay? So I still love rock and roll. I'm a rocker. I mean, Led Zeppelin, right? All that. You can't take Genesis. You can't take that out of me. But I was approached years ago by a young African-American artist from Trenton, New Jersey, who was a hip-hop artist. And he got in touch with me and he said, Miss Jerry, can you please have me on? He said, I'm trying to promote my music. And I said, young man, can you keep it clean? He said, I promise. This guy's name was Randy Shank. He now lives down south. He goes by Six, S-I-X, Director. Look him up. This young man owns a piece of my heart, and I'm going to tell you why. He brought a couple other hip-hop artists live in studio, and I said, right on air, I said, why is there so much profanity? Why is there so much degrading of women? Like, it's just terrible, the fighting. And this is what he said. He said, Miss Jerry, everyone has a story to tell, and that story needs to be told. But unfortunately for some of us, this is the only story we know.
yeah,
And
sad.
from that moment on, he stole a piece of my heart. And to this day, he actually surprised me when he came to see relatives and he came to see me. And he'll message me every once in a while and say, Miss Jerry, I'm trying to keep it clean for you. So I wanted to share that with you to let you know that you're 11 years old and you even understand the importance of telling your story.
Yeah, that's true.
And for you to say what you said about the song with your grandpa, I mean, that's amazing. A lot of young people honestly don't articulate as well as you do when I'm asking a question. I'm like super impressed right now.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't say that if it wasn't true. Okay? So now, all right, Grandpa, now let me ask you this. All right, Kev. I want to talk a little bit about these two right here. Okay?
All right,
So this is the first one you did or this one?
that's it.
Okay. So the first one you did was When I Was a Young Man, correct?
That's correct. That's
But-
the first CD, yeah.
Okay. When did you make that song?
In 1977.
And
in
how old were you?
24.
So at 24 years old, my buddy over here wrote this song when I was a young man, and I laughed. Okay? So the song is incredible. And I said to him, but now you have to write another one to your younger self. And he did, to my younger self. And what year did you write this?
21.
21. These two songs are priceless. Before we go any further, how can they get your music?
You can go up to kevinmcgowan.net, and that'll take you right to my music page, and you can find all my music there or links to the music. Everything I've ever recorded is up there.
Okay? Guys, please, please check out his music. You won't be sorry. And we're going to give you a little concert here today with both of them. So you're going to love this. So I want to say something. So to my younger self, this young man right here really is your younger self. Okay?
I'll take it.
Because he's your grandson. Okay? So he comes really from you guys, right? Think about that. Because that's how I feel about my grandkids. So this song really is about you, kiddo. All right? So Jerry said, all right? It's about you. So this is beautiful. So why don't we, do you want to say anything before we play a song? Is there anything else you want to say?
I think the song will speak for itself.
All right. And then we'll talk about it. This is great.
You're not that young, don't waste all your time. But I laughed, never paid him no mind. The years went by so fast, I turned around and they were gone. So was my father, though the memory carries on. I can still hear him telling me, trust my age, not your youth. I've been around, wouldn't deny you the truth. Well, I know you only wanted me to be something more than I was gonna be. When I was a young man, that was something that I couldn't see. I never listened much back then. Wish I could do it over. Wish I could do it again. I can almost hear him saying, you've got time, get it back on track. You can't move forward when you're looking back. Now I know you only wanted me to be something more than I was gonna be. When I was a young man, that was something that I couldn't see. I never listened much back then. Wish I could do it over. Wish I could do it again. Now my life moves quickly. I have a son of my own. I try to teach him all the things that my father passed along. And I think I hear him saying, don't give up, don't be like me. Make him something more than you think he will be. When I was a young man, I was light on my feet.
Absolutely, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that was great.
I want you to say what you think about it, and then you're going to talk about the song.
Okay.
Go ahead, sweetheart.
I think that's just such a great song. It kind of like represents like how like things were back then for him, and I feel like it's like really touching. You know, it makes you feel good inside.
It does, right?
Yeah.
It makes you feel so good inside.
Yeah, and it just the chord progression is great, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So wait. One more question, and then you're going to talk about it. So when you get older, okay, and I mean older, you're going to look at that song and feel 10 times even more
Yeah.
what you feel now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now talk about that song.
Yeah, so I wrote that song when I was 24, like I said before, and I imagined myself as a much older man looking back on my life at the time. And not this old. I could never imagine this age, right? This where I am now. That's unimaginable. I imagine myself somebody, some old man that I wasn't then. And looking back going, life moved on. I should have paid attention. Why didn't why didn't I listen to my parents,
Okay.
And then when we were talking about this whole thing on your interview program back in 21, you said, well, look, how would you write that song today? And I thought, that is a superb question. And I had several false starts at a song, Now that I'm an old man, I was thinking as a title. But look, eventually I hit on something. If I could get 5 minutes with my stupid younger moron self, I could try and straighten him out. 5 minutes is all I would need.
Oh my God, I would need a lot more than 5 to straighten my younger self out. But listen, I'm proud of you,
No,
man.
just 5 minutes to kick him in the butt and say, what's wrong with you?
So, okay. So now.
And then that song came out of that.
So now, do you want us to play our first track? Is now the time?
To perform it?
Oh, we're going to perform now.
You want to perform this song now?
Okay, now
Yeah.
you're going to perform.
This is the 44-year later
Okay.
response to Jerry's wonderful question.
So, guys, they're going to get up and they're going to sing live together, Grandpa and Dylan.
That's
okay?
right.
This is going to be amazing. So get your tissues out, guys. All right, let's go, baby. This is going to be amazing.
All right, here we are. Oh, it sounds okay. We got it here. 1, 2,
3.
4. Looking back on all my years, it's a wonder I made it to here. Got so much wrong along the way. If I could go back again and speak to my young self back then, I'd tell him what to do starting today. To my younger self, this is what I'll say. Listen to your mom, she has always been spot on. Spend more time with your family, you'll so miss them once they're gone. Act a little nicer, be a whole lot wiser. Hold your tongue when there are harsh things you might say. If you do this, you won't regret a single day. I hope that you will listen to these words I'm here to say. Or will you just continue on in your stupid, carefree way? I only need a few minutes to do what I came to do. And what I have to tell you, every word is true. To my younger self, I hope these words get through. Treasure your mother, always tell her that you love her. Spend more time with your brother, he's the best friend you'll ever have. Pay close attention to your father, he only wants to make you stronger. There will never be another mom, Mike or Dad. To my younger self, I would like to add, it's the little things on the journey that mean the most at the journey's end. I'm telling you things that later on in life you'll wish you knew way back when. So once again, always listen to your mom. She has never once been wrong. Spend more time with your family, you'll miss them dearly when they're gone. Be especially kind to your wife, she's the best part of your life. To my younger self, I have one last thing to say. Just do all this, and you won't regret one single day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing. All right, come back over and we're going to talk about this song. That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Switch our screen, baby. Okay. Okay. Guys, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.
All right.
So when
Go
you
ahead.
asked about this and to
Yep.
do something in the present day, as I'm writing this,
Get a little closer.
I'm thinking, maybe I could get Dylan to sing this song
Yeah.
with me and I'll do a CD, and this will be the title song for the CD. I didn't have plans to do a CD until I wrote this song. So you gave me the CD too. And I thought that'd be great. And so, look, he's a hard worker. You can tell he's into it, puts the time and the effort and listens and pays. That's the thing. He actually listens. So it's good. He takes advice.
Yeah.
I want to say something to you. Not now. I'm talking about years from now. When you feel it's right, you need to now write a song to your grandpa.
Yep, that's what I'll do.
Okay? When you feel it's right, because I think that will be absolutely incredible.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you let me know.
I will.
Okay? It's amazing. So,
So we went through this whole recording process, and it was everything about what we were doing. With this, everything was a first for Dylan, right? So there's not just learning the song and getting the timing, but it's the whole thing. Listening with headphones when you never listened with headphones before, getting the nuance just right, and getting everything. He got it all, and it was great. And as I'm recording this and listening to it, I'm thinking this is just a marvelous experience for me and a marvelous memory. It's something really nice to leave behind, right? To leave with those folks that will come after. And it was just a great time. It was, it seems like yesterday, and it was, it's 3.5 years now. So even when I get Alzheimer's, I'll remember that,
oh, you will. My dad died of Alzheimer's, and I'll never forget this. In the very, very beginning, he remembered everything that happened. He didn't remember what he had for dinner, but he remembered everything. You will absolutely
Absolutely remember.
remember. It's amazing. So, wow.
So that prompted another song,
Okay.
right? And that's the second song. So if you think of this as 3 songs, think of it the one I wrote in 77 when I was 24 as the first song. The second song is the one we just performed, and the third song is the second song on the CD that comes after To My Younger Self. It's called The Love We Leave Behind, and that's where the inspiration for that song came from. Was that this whole recording process was just beyond measurable joy for me, and it was something that I could share that could never be. We could have never done anything else like this had we not done what we were doing. I don't even know if I know how to explain it, but it was just the greatest feeling, and so I wrote that song about that. The things we leave behind that's the love we leave behind is really
Now,
all
is that
matters.
a song we're going to be
So-
playing, or you're going to
Yeah,
be...
no, that's here.
That's
That's on
here?
an MP3. I'm figuring I got 60 years on Dylan. And maybe down the road when he's my age, he'll be sitting around with his grandson, and they'll be talking about what they did back in the day. They'll
Yeah.
call me up. I'll come over. We'll do a 3-way jam
I
session.
agree.
Yeah.
Listen, and I want to be there with the camera, baby. All right, we'll have Ruben videotaping it. Come on, I'm in.
Yeah.
Do you want us to play that track now?
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
What song? Tell you know which one again?
TLW.
Okay.
I've had a lot of ups, a lot of downs. celebrated, been knocked around. Many things that I considered success. Looking back on them now, I don't even know what they meant. Those things in life that I thought I loved, at the time they were more than I could ever dream of. At this stage of my life, they seem rather small. They were just mere possessions, they had no meaning at all. As my journey edges ever closer to its end, I think I finally see what God has always intended. The finest thing to be is to just be kind. The best thing in our lives is the love we leave behind. It's all about the memories, the love that we shared. Lift each other up, show how much we care. Go above and beyond what one would normally do. Bring hope to someone's life when they think they're through. As my journey gets closer to its destination, I look out at the world and see what's yet to be done. The most important thing in life is to just be kind. All we ever really had is the love we leave behind. It has taken me some time to figure out this life. Stumbling through it, trying to get it right. I think I understand, I can fix it this time. The best thing in our lives is the love we leave behind. As this journey takes me closer to the place I am going, I finally learn things I should have already known. Make someone's day, it costs nothing to be kind. The best thing in our lives is the love we leave behind. The truly best part of life is the love we leave behind.
Do you need a tissue, Grandpa?
2, please.
So talk.
Yeah, I mean, that's, what I was saying earlier. That's, as I'm going through this, working with Dylan on it, I'm thinking this is the best time, the best thing I've ever done, to spend time like this and to just be with him on this and to leave this memory with him.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think it's beautiful, and I think it's just like a whole summary of like life, and like the legacy that'll like pass down on me.
You're right.
Yeah.
So these songs are just so touching and heartwarming and amazing. And the legacy that's left behind is amazing and incredible.
Yeah.
So you also write songs, correct?
That's right.
So we're going to talk about that as well, okay? So now, you're in charge of what happens here. So what are we doing next?
Yeah, so I think we were gonna. So Dylan is an accomplished, in my opinion, is certainly an accomplished songwriter in his brief, short career. He's got some beautiful melodies and some beautiful stories he's told, and it might be time to do Dylan do one of these songs on his own.
What do you think?
One of
Let's
the
do it.
original songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to
Two?
get Dylan up there, guys.
We'll start. Do one. Well, we're going to do them both, but do one now, okay?
Okay, here we go.
All right. So this song is like a song to people who deal with like mental illnesses or like people who are just sad and they need something to cheer them up. Like someone, this song is about like being there for somebody, you know, and like helping them out. So let's do it. You like the rain. Have you ever seen a blue sky? No, I've seen one in my life, staring deep right into your eyes. You work hard, living on the 35th floor, knowing life that you wanted more. You can't get more, so just forget about your life. Stare deep into the sky and see that rain, that the rain will go away. I like the sunshine. I've never seen it from your eyes. No, it will take time. No, happiness isn't a crime. I want you to be happy. Be yourself. I want you to be free. The sun doesn't stay out forever. I'm standing right here waiting for you. So take a break from your life. Stare deep into the sky and see that rain. The rain will go away. Take a break from your life. Stare deep into the sky and see that rain, that the rain will go away. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kidding me. That was amazing. Amazing. All right, so I have questions, kid.
I got answers.
Listen, I bet you do. You know what? You should be a co-host with me, man. You could be a partner because,
That'd be great.
oh my gosh, this is crazy. My door is always open for you, okay, kiddo?
Gotcha.
All right, so now, how long did it take you to write? First of all, I'm going to ask you that, and then I want to know about the song. How long did it take you to write it?
That one wasn't long. I mean, I didn't have to write it down on paper because I felt like that's my favorite song I've written. So around like 3 hours.
Okay, so you didn't write it down on paper?
No, because I really like the song, and I've always had that melody in my head. So I practiced one part of it, remembered those words, remember the second part, remember those words, remember the third part, remember those words, and then the rest, just remember those words. You gotta, like, as I'm writing it, I remember the words so I can remember them better, so I don't have to write them down and kill trees.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
I'm
the
just kidding.
young brain. That's his young brain that he has. Grandpa, can you do the same? I'm just curious. All right? So, all right, so let me ask you something. What did that song mean?
It means to me like how like people are dealing with like depression and anxiety and that they need like a comfort zone. So it's like a song about somebody who's helping them, and like the rain will go away, like the bad things will go away, and like they at that moment they might feel like that they're stuck in the rain, but the sun is always going to be out. So I kind of use like a metaphor, figurative language to describe that.
Okay, so now listen. Who gave you these ideas? They just came to you?
Well, there's times when I want to write a song, and there's times I do it on accident. This time was when I did it on accident. And my friend wasn't feeling that good that day. She is struggling with loss and everything, and I kind of I felt like writing a song about that, And I did it on accident. Like I felt like I wasn't gonna do anything with it, right? But then I started to come together, and I was like, yeah, I like this.
All right, Grandpa, what do you have to say to your grandson?
He's my hero. He's got a beautiful soul. Yeah. He's
Come on.
something. Look, I'm blown away by the songwriting. In addition to all the other attributes of being a musician, the songwriting it might very well be the biggest thing, and it takes most people, it takes a long time to flush out the bad songs that you're writing. Right, a lot of artists who have made it big would go back and say, I want to get rid of these songs I did. I did it on my own. On this CD, I took songs off it. I didn't like them anymore. I thought they weren't any good. And I heard these songs and a few other things that he'd been working on, and I say, I'm not hearing anything that needs to be flushed out of here, right? Like Glenn Fry was Glenn Fry's mentor was Bob Seger,
Okay.
and they talked about Glenn Fry in an interview was talking about it, and he was like, they were out looking at a band perform, and Bob Seger said to me, "See, these people are good, they're great, but they're not going to make anything of themselves in the music business because they're playing somebody else's songs. You got to play your own songs." And so Glenn Fry said, "Well, what if your own songs are no good?" And Bob Seger says, "Everybody's songs at the beginning are no good. You just got to keep doing them. Dylan's are not no good."
Thank you.
Okay, I'm his
yours are amazing
grandfather,
too.
and it's all good. But I firmly believe that I like these songs. If this is what you're starting with as a songwriter,
Imagine that.
Imagine 5 years from
Right.
now, right?
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now, and I was telling him, not you. Now what song are we doing? What's happening here?
Do you want to? So we can do a second song, or we can do a duet.
All right. How about a duet?
We can do that.
And then a second song, and then a third with this kid.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Let's get to it.
So we'll do a duet, and then you'll let us know if you want us to play something or what we're doing. Okay.
Very good.
Wow.
You only count this. I'll count it unless you want.
Babe says she's traveling on the one after 909. I say, move her, honey, traveling on that line. I say, move her once, move her twice. Come on, baby, don't be cool as ice. Say I'm traveling on the one after 909. I begged her not to go, I begged her on my bended knees.
Said you're only fooling around, you only fool around with me. Said move over once, move over twice. Come on, baby, don't be cold as ice. Said you travel on the one after 909.
Got my bag, run to the station. Mailman says, got the wrong location. Got my bag, run right home.
then I find
got the number wrong.
well,
Babe said
she's traveling on the one after 909. Said move over, honey, traveling on that line. Said move over once, move over twice. Come on, baby, don't close his eyes. Said you're traveling on the one after 909.
got my head to the station.
Mailman says you got the wrong location.
Got my head run right home.
Then I find
I got the number wrong. Well, babe said
traveling on the one after 909. Said to move over, honey, traveling on that line. Move over once, move over twice.
Come on, baby, don't be
Close his eyes. Said traveling on the one after 90. Said traveling on the one after 90. Said traveling on the one after 909.
Thank you.
Guys, oh my gosh.
That's a fun song.
And then they're going to come and we're going to talk about this fun song. And yes, you're welcome out there at this cool concert today, right? So Dylan, what does that song mean to you?
Just means having fun, you know, going along the ride and just going with the flow, you know. I mean, when I was younger, like
Younger. He's talking like Grandpa.
no, but like when I was like 7 or so,
right.
like, there's a few songs that, you know, there's like a few things that I didn't want to do and I did want to do, but you know, it pays off, and you just gotta have fun with it.
Wait. Explain what pays off, doing this stuff or not doing this stuff?
Doing this stuff,
Okay,
you know.
cool.
Yeah, it all pays off. You know, even if you don't want to do it, you got to do it. And when you do, you'll see it how in the future it will bring you to this amazing show that you have.
Okay, so
Hard work pays off.
he is now my favorite guest of all time.
Whoa,
Okay, oh,
that's a big
yes.
title.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart. This kid is amazing. All right, so who wrote that song?
Ringo Starr. I'm
Ringo
pretty
Starr
sure.
wrote it?
Yeah.
Or did someone write it for Ringo? Do you know? Did Ringo write it?
No, I think Paul McCartney.
Oh yeah.
wrote it.
Paul
Yeah,
McCartney?
yeah.
And then I think Ringo at the end did like something with another guy.
So they collaborated.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Lennon McCartney composition, but they wrote this at the beginning of the Beatle career, right? And then it ended up on their final album.
Okay.
So
So yeah, probably.
has a lot of that rockabilly flavor
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it, right? And that was their early influences were just that, right? People like Carl Perkins, right? And that you can certainly hear that in that song, and and they like to cover Carl Perkins songs and stuff like that. So yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it's a fun song. Yeah.
So what should we do now with music?
You want to play your other next to your original?
Sure. And then after that, yeah.
After that,
After we talk about it, then I'll play my that cover, Imagine.
yes, that's right, because I cannot wait to hear you sing Imagine. We're going to do your next original. Now, you wrote this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're going to talk about that as well.
I forgot my thing again.
So cute. Wait till you hear this one, guys.
I know it was probably time for her, but you don't have to cry anymore, 'cause I'm there. I know you have troubles. I'm sure she was lovable. I understand. Remember, I mind your your side. I'll be your friend for life. So lean on my shoulder once more, 'cause I'm on your side. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do. It's okay, you're probably afraid. You must live with this every day. I understand. It's obvious you don't want to let go of this, and your heart is breaking. I understand. Remember, I'm on your side. I'll be your friend for life. So lean on my shoulder once more, 'cause I'm on your side. Let's go and get through this, you got it. Let's go and make our way, we're on it. Remember, I'm on your side. I'll be your friend for life. So lean on my shoulder once more, 'cause I'm on your side. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do. I'm on your side. Thank you.
Dylan, wow. Wow. So the grandparents are crying, and mommy needs a tissue probably too. All right, so I'm a poet, right?
Yeah.
And I remember being your age, and I was actually 11 years old. And I was told by an English teacher that I had to write a poem for an assignment. I was up all night, and I just kept crumbling the papers and throwing them in this orange bag on my hot pink rug, okay? We had a shag rug back then, right? So I had a pink shag rug.
That's the 70s.
Okay? And I had this orange big bag on the floor, and I'm throwing the papers in it, and I'm like, I can't do it. Just can't do it. So I wake up in the morning to noise. I hear something inside of the bag, crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. And I always had my camera, and I love mice. I'm not afraid of nothing. I love snakes. It don't matter. So I thought it was a mouse, and I'm like, I got to get this picture. And I go to get the picture, and it's my cat in the bag, and it stuck its head out, and I'll show you the picture later. It's in my phone. I keep it with me. And it got caught, and it was like frozen. I wrote a small poem in 30 seconds, and it went something like this. I saw a bag just lying there with papers all inside. I knew it'd be a real swell place for me to sit and hide. I heard some feet. I got all flustered. I heard whatever, blah, blah. Looked up and heard, you're busted. Okay? I got an A+ on that, and then I never stopped writing.
That's great.
And
Wow.
I was your age, you know? And so
That's
this is amazing. You are unbelievable. Talk a little bit more about that song, please.
That song is the same meaning as the other one, you know, helping somebody who's dealing with loss or isn't happy, you know. That's how it makes me feel, you know. It's good to help, and helping can pay the reward more than money.
What's the title?
I'm on your side.
And what was the title of the other one?
You like the rain.
Okay, now, how many have you written? About?
Maybe like 2 or 3.
Okay, so you're getting there.
Yeah.
And you're going to continue.
Mhm.
So you want to be a singer-songwriter.
Yeah. Singer/songwriter/actor/musician/businessman
Keep going. We could have some more slashes
Yeah.
in there. Come on, that's amazing.
/author.
/author.
Maybe I'll write a book about music.
There you go. You have to. All right? And, you know, I think you should put in the book that you came on this incredible show.
Yeah, I will.
First
I
chapter,
will.
that's chapter 1.
Chapter 1,
I love
Geri
it.
Petito.
It's so funny. You know, you're off the charts for 11 years old.
Thank you.
Okay? And you know that. You have to know that. Never stop doing what you're doing. Okay? What do you want to say?
I totally agree with that. Sorry about that. I should know better. I totally agree with that assessment, Jerry. Absolutely. Never stop doing what you want to do. Don't surround yourself with people who don't share what you want to do, right? Not that you have to push them away, but don't let them exert any undue influence on what you want to do, what your dream is, and how you see yourself. So, I mean, it took me my whole life to figure that out, right? So if I can pass that along to Dylan as a young man, and maybe he'll listen, and maybe that stuff helps. But I think he already knows that.
He's already listening, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read a poem out of my book now.
Yeah, good.
Okay. This poem I love to read to artists. Okay. You know, I get a lot of messages saying, Jerry, your guest sang incredible. I wish I could sing like him. I wish I could write songs like him. Okay? I wish I could dance like so-and-so, whatever. And I want everybody out there to know that everyone has something to offer. It's up to you to figure out what that gift is, because God has given every single person a gift. Okay? We're no more special than anyone else, and you
Yep.
just have to figure out what that gift is, right?
That's exactly right.
And you did at 11 years old, even earlier, at 7.
Yeah.
At 7, okay? So this poem that I wrote is called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used, God's gift to us not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. This kid's going to be doing that. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share. Our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your names, Dylan and Grandpa, will live forever, baby, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. That's for you guys.
Jerry, that's great.
That's great. That's amazing.
Because, you know, you were talking about the legacy and all that, and look at what you're leaving, all right, to your grandchildren. And because of what you're leaving, he's also going to be doing that. Trust me when I tell you. I can see it in this kid. Okay? His passion is off the charts for what he's doing. So, amazing. You're going to make a lot of people happy.
Thank you.
So now what should we do?
Well, I would have just to echo that and say the attitude is everything. I mean, it's the talent is great. The talent's important. It's all that stuff, but it's all about the attitude. You can shake a tree and a million talented people fall out. I mean,
You're
so
right.
it's all good.
No, you're right.
Well, without the right attitude and the persistence and all that other stuff, the talent it's only secondary.
All right, so we have a comedian in the house, okay, one of my producers. Come on, do your thing. We don't have your screen on. We don't have it on you. You didn't switch the screen.
That's Gino's job.
Gino, switch the screen. Yeah, he wants him there. He asked him to come there. Okay, my producer cannot sing, but okay, we'll have some fun
I
with
can't
this.
sing. I can't play. Are you ready, Kev? I don't know what I'm going to play, so just work with me. Okay?
All right.
Ready? Here we go. And let you know I can't play the guitar either.
All right.
I gotta get this.
I was here. You go.
In Jerry's Studio.
In Jerry's studio. Is she mean? Yeah.
No.
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 I have a song. Let's hear it. Here we go. I am here. Thank you very much, everybody.
So Dylan, why don't you stay there? Right, Gramps? Should he stay there and sing Imagine?
Do it. Yeah, absolutely. Great idea.
Let's do it.
Nope.
That was priceless, Ruben.
All right, Ruben.
Ruben,
Yeah.
Ruben cannot sing, okay? He just proved it. Ruben, thank you. That was fun.
Good man, Ruben.
This is Imagine by John Lennon.
It's going to be amazing.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Imagine there's no countries. Isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion to. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. Isn't hard to do. No need for greed or hunger. Brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Thank you so much.
Tell everybody out there, thank you, baby.
Thank you to everybody in the world that's watching.
Oh.
And watch Geri's show.
Oh my gosh, that is one of the greatest songs ever written. You just did it justice. You gave me chills.
Oh, thank you.
All right, what does that song mean to you?
I mean, my favorite quote of all time is that you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. It means so much to me because there's so many people who get put out for being different, and at the same time, we're all different. I think that's what that quote means to me. We're all different, and you can't put somebody out for being different too, because we're all different. And sometimes you can notice it, sometimes you can't, but we're all special and different in our own ways.
All right, so first of all, you're 100% right. Okay, you're too young to even know how to talk like that about it. And second, you should also add one more thing to your slash, therapist.
Actually, all my friends come to me when they're having trouble with
Okay.
their friends. So.
Okay? This is amazing.
They're lined up around the corner to see him.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get back to you. Phew. So, Grandpa, you know what we're going to do, producers? The two songs we have left, one of them we're not going to play. He's going to sing live for us. Okay?
Okay.
So let's do this because I really want to hear you singing this song.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Come on, Grandpa.
Testing, 1, 2. All right, it's working. You want me to explain the song now or just play it now and I'll come back? Okay. It's called I Get Distracted by the Rain. I get distracted by the rain. I wasn't thinking right when we had that fight. Sometimes the fog fills up the brain. I sure lost my head, said things that should never be said. I think I went a bit insane. I get distracted by the rain. I was out of my mind, wish I could turn back time. I swear it won't happen again. I've said it all before, just let me say once more. Never meant to cause you any pain. I know you don't like to complain. I get distracted by the rain. I'm always looking for a second chance. I wish I knew how to explain. I lost sight of us along the way. Wish I never know just what to say. I get distracted by the rain. Can't see how you don't walk out now. We've been over rough terrain. I'm on bended knee, please don't give up on me. I accept all of the blame. I know my excuse is mighty lame. But I get distracted by the rain. I get distracted by the rain.
Beautiful, Kev, beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks.
Now he's going to tell us all about this incredible song, guys. Beautiful. Amazing. So tell us
Thanks,
about
Jerry.
this.
Yeah, so back during COVID, a good friend of ours, Gorilla Bob, was running an open mic at the Stay Gold in Howell, and it was outdoors. And where it's not, Stay Gold's not there anymore. It was a great place for musicians and to perform. And it was outdoors because of COVID, but it was under an overhang, so it was protected. And while I was up there playing some songs, the skies opened up and it started pouring. And I'm in the middle of a song that takes 110% concentration, and the best I can ever do is 70%. So in the middle of the song, I got lost, and I had I'm watching this storm, and I forgot where I was in the song. So as I'm finished up now, I said to Bob, as he was putting the next person up there, I says, I got distracted by the rain. He goes, that's a good title for a song. I said, okay, I'm going to work on that.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And that was, and so I crafted a story about some mope who can't stay focused on anything. It's certainly not me, right? So, and then that's how that song happened.
All right, what do you think? Come on, I know you want to talk.
I love that song. It's one of my favorites he does. And that was actually where my first gig was in Staygold, and it was great. Best French toast ever.
Yeah.
They had great
It's
cookies,
true.
great pastries. And I remember that night I slept over at my grandma's house, and I was so nervous that night, and I really wanted to do good, and I was scared. So I played with Grandpa, and it was great. I was sleeping over because I'm pretty sure you and Dad were somewhere, and then they came, and they were just in time to hear me perform, and I was really happy because I got it over with, but I realized that I want to do this again, and we went to Staygold so many times after. Then it closed down. Couldn't make enough money, I'm pretty sure. I'm not good at economics, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's why it closed. But it's sad because it was great memories.
Great place.
Great
Had
place.
a nice stage. There was a lot of wood. The acoustics were great. Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you something. Have you guys ever co-wrote together?
No, but we should.
So what do you think?
Giddy up.
It's got to happen,
Yeah, it's gotta happen.
okay?
It will.
And I think it should happen soon.
Yeah,
And you come up with the idea,
I'll try.
all right? You come up with the idea and tell Grandpa this is how we're going to do this,
All right.
all right?
Yes, absolutely.
And then you give advice. You could give a little bit of advice, but
He gives me advice on all my songs.
I'm sure he does. Okay? See?
He's his own man, this young
Amazing.
fella.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we still have a little bit of time, and we're going to be playing one last song, I believe, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or did we have two?
No, one.
One.
I just played
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
So now, I want to give you the mic for a couple minutes, and I want you to look out into the camera, and I want you to talk to young people. Give them something inspirational. Tell them something important from you to keep them going on the right track. Okay?
All right. So basically, it's just all of a matter of confidence, because don't let like what my grandpa said, don't let anybody get you down, and live your dream, and don't let anybody stop that. Whatever you're doing is amazing, and nobody deserves to put you down because they're just jealous of you.
So I want to say something to you about that. You are not only 100% correct. When people are jealous of others, right, or even bullies, even the bullies are being bullied.
Yeah.
Hurt people. So we have to take that into consideration. So when people are jealous of you and maybe they bully you in school or say things that aren't so nice, it's very difficult for kids to see that side of it, okay? But I want parents out there to understand something. If you know that either your child is being bullied or if your child is a bully, it's up to you to get involved in the situation. And what Dylan just said is perfect because every child has dreams, right? And unfortunately, some of them never get to fulfill their dreams. So I'm asking all the parents out there to really understand why it's important that your child gets to fulfill his dreams, okay? That was beautifully said, kiddo. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Now, Grandpa, I want you to look into the camera and talk to older people. See, I didn't say old, I said older. I want you to talk to all the parents and grandparents out there and give them something inspirational.
Yeah, I would say that, and just to piggyback on what you said here, Jerry, and what Dylan said, is that everybody has a talent. Everybody has something to contribute to society. Everybody has something to contribute to themselves. And if doesn't matter if you think you're I never could find that. You'll find it. Eventually you'll find it if you persistence pays off. Nothing pays off like persistence. Nothing else. Talent, nothing does. Persistence is the solution. Find what you need to find within yourself to keep going so that you can find your dream, your thing, the thing that lights up your life. It's there. You have to find it, but you can find it. Don't give that up.
Don't give that up, guys. So we're going to play our last song, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, okay, producers.
I used to be young, or so I've been told. It always felt like I was born just a little too old. I used to be happy, I sure hope it showed. I know I wasn't the easiest person to get to know. Life moved on within me and without me. I'm just along for the ride. It shows me things buried deep down in my memory. Sometimes it tears me up inside. I used to be fun, or at least I thought. I guess I'll never really know that I was not. I used to be me, now I'm not so sure. Someday soon I hope to find me the cure. Life went on without me and within me, taking me along for the ride. It's showing me things that never before have I seen. Gets me all choked up inside. Looking back, I often think about where this life has taken me. Looking ahead, I hope to become the man I used to be. I used to be someone who could get it all done. I used to be old when I should have been young. I used to be happy, I used to be me. At the end of the day, I used to be. After all is said and done, I used to be. I used to be.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Come on, Kevin, tell us about this song.
Thanks, Jerry. So, last spring, right around the third anniversary of John Prine's passing, there was a lot of talk about John Prine, his songwriting, and everything about him. And there was a lot of just warm, wonderful memories. And I was listening to his music more than I normally would. And I thought, well, I'd like to write a song like John Prine, right? This, I don't know how else to describe it than to say, this guy got so deep into himself, he was able to bring that out. He went deeper into himself than any other songwriter that I can think of. And I thought, I don't even know how to explain that, but that's kind of how I felt about it when I was listening to him. I said I wanted to write something like that. so I went down deep into myself to try and find those elements of, songwriting and storytelling that John Prine was gifted with. It's a poor man's imitation, but that was the motivation for it. So I used to be young, or so I've been told, right? I always felt like I was born a little too old. Yeah, sometimes when I look back and think back, and that's what I say in the song, is just that. Like things I should have went along with as a young person. I was just too serious, and I thought it wasn't something I should be doing. I think back on it, I say, why didn't I do that, So one case in point was I was in the play Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It was a college production of it, not my college, but it was another college. And I played in the band for the whole play, and they gave me the Elvis guy, right? The Elvis
guy.
song,
Come
right?
on, baby.
And so I got up and did that song every performance. And the guy who was in charge of the whole thing, Bill Cass Stevens, nobody would really know him, but I remember him well. He took me aside after we were when we were finishing up this whole thing, because it was a couple months of practice, and then there was the actual. We did like 10 performances of it, and he said, "Listen, I'm doing summer stock up in Connecticut, and you're the only one here in this play that I'm asking to come up." And I said, "I got to get a job. I can't go." So. Why wasn't I young? I was old, when I should have been young.
But
So,
look at everything you're doing now,
it's-
Kevin. With
it's
this
it couldn't be
amazing
better.
young man,
I couldn't
right?
ask. I
There you
couldn't
go.
ask for anything better.
It brought you to this
No doubt.
place, right? Look.
For sure.
So, what do you think of that song?
I mean, I can't really look back on my life that much because I'm only 11. But looking to in front of my life, that kind of was a little bit of what it means to me. Like, I want to grow up to be like my grandpa. I'm just excited for the road that comes ahead,
Well,
Good man, Dylan.
first of all, I want to say you're amazing for your age. I want to bring your mom up for a minute. Come on over here so that they could see the incredible parent. Stand right here. Sure. So we could see you. There you go, next to your son. So speak into his mic. Tell everyone your name.
I'm Lauren. I'm Dylan's mom.
Now tell everyone a little bit about this kid and this guy over here. Come on.
Well, of course, as Dylan's mom, I'm extremely proud of him. His dad, Derek, and I are always amazed with how hard he works. And I think that's what we're most proud of. The talent is there, and he just keeps getting better and better, but it's because he understands how hard he needs to work and continue to work. And I think he's going to do it, and under the guidance of my dad. I grew up watching my dad perform and at shows, in the living room, dancing around with him, but it's really cool to see Dylan have that talent. It was passed on to Dylan, and I see it, and my husband and I love it, and we're enjoying just watching him grow.
Well, thank you for allowing him to come here today.
And thank you for having him. You've
is
given him
amazing.
such a memory, and we're just so happy to be a part of it.
Thank you, sweetheart.
That she's right.
I just want you to know that, and this is the truth, I've never played this many songs at any of my shows. We
Ooh.
usually play 3, sometimes 4. But we had to do this, okay? What you guys did today honored us here at Hamilton Radio.
Jerry, you honor us. This was just a tremendous day. God bless you. Thank you for having us.
Listen.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome, but you guys made my day. I am never going to forget about this.
And Gino and Ruben as well.
Gino
Thank
and
you.
Yeah,
Ruben,
thank you, guys.
Okay? I mean, they're back there. I know Gino's probably got tears in his eyes because he's a big baby too. All right? And I know Ruben wants to cry, but he pretends, he jokes so he doesn't cry. So I want to say this to everybody out there. Please share this show. This show will also air on iHeartRadio. The audio will be on iHeartRadio for this young man next week. That's right. It will be either Tuesday or Wednesday night, probably 9 p.m. I'll put you.
Alrighty.
All right? Will Mom let you stay up a little to listen to it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What's better, Tuesday or Wednesday for this kid?
Either day is fine.
All right?
Tuesday, maybe
Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah, because I'm not busy on Tuesday.
Okay, so-
I'm busy
Oh.
on every other day other than Tuesday and Friday.
Okay, excuse us. So listen.
He's got a side hustle nobody knows
That's
about
right.
it.
Tuesday, 9 p.m. This show right here
Thanks, Jerry.
will air on iHeartRadio, the audio of it, okay? Now, I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank our audience. That was so cool. And I just want to let everybody know, please, please, please share this video. This video is off the charts. Priceless, okay? So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jerry. And thank you thank you to all the listeners and all the people who've been hanging in there for this last hour or so.
Yeah.
2 hours almost.
I didn't want to say it.
About an hour and a half, probably.
Yeah.
It went fast, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it went
It
fast
went
because
like that.
you were listening to these incredible singers. I mean, think about that, right? Oh, you know what? I want you to say one last thing, and then we'll close. I want you to tell everyone what music, not so much your music or your grandpa's music, music in general, means to you and what you think music does for people.
What music means to me is it just makes people happy. It makes me happy, and it like different kinds of music, like acoustic music, rock music. You know, every title has a meaning, and you know, there's sometimes that music like really gets to you. You know, like it makes you really feel something. And I feel like music can mend souls. Music can help the sick feel better for a little bit, and music is just something that always will be there.
So I want to thank all the musicians out there because what he just said is right on. And music heals. Music heals. And I want to thank all the musicians, including you, Gramps, including you, Dylan, because through COVID, everybody needed the music. And I want to thank everyone out there who gave us live music. So you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Producers, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is really true, is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer,